What's up YouTube, Josh of All Trades here, and today I'm talking about the new 2016 neo-noir psychological thriller Nocturnal Animals by Tom Ford. I was able to check out Nocturnal Animals a couple weeks ago just after the limited release of the film, and being that this Friday, December 9th, it's opening up for wide release, I want to say a few words about it and give my review before it gets out there. I do not want to ruin this movie for you, so I'm not going to give any spoilers away. Everything I say in here is going to be very high level detail. So that being said, Nocturnal Animals is different than average. It's not the typical movie you're going to go see, but I did enjoy the film. If I had to rate it, I'd probably give it 3.5 stars out of 5, which the way I rate is pretty good. Now let me start by talking about the things that you're going to enjoy about this film. First off the bat, the structure of it is really cool because in the movie, Amy Adams plays a character where Jake Gyllenhaal is her ex-husband, and he's coming to visit in her city, and he wants to meet up for coffee, just say hi and catch up after some years that they haven't spoke. And in his correspondence tour, he drops her some sort of transcript of his new book titled Nocturnal Animals. He says, go ahead and read this book that I'm writing. It'll be published soon, and let me know what you think about it. What Tom Ford did really right in Nocturnal Animals is that probably 75% of the screen time focuses on events in the book. That as Amy Adams is reading it, the events of the book are shown on screen, and that's where a lot of the plot plays out. I think Ford has a really cool style with the way that he directs his films, and it definitely breaks away from the contemporary film that we're used to seeing. Secondly, I think Nocturnal Animals was really cool because it is haute couture as a film. The lifestyle that the characters in this film have are just outrageous. I mean, not even rich people have this lifestyle. You have to be rich and fashionable. You have to be in that niche that Tom Ford and probably his social circle lives in. So on one hand, while it's isolating to us because we don't relate to like going to these high-class art gallery openings, or at least I don't, on another way, it's interesting to get this peek into this world, this upper echelon of society that we usually don't have privy access to. And along with that, there's a ton of cool visuals as far as the fashion and the architecture and the art. Pretty much every scene has a shot where they pan into some sort of design item like art or clothing, and by reflecting on these items, it helps us as the audience to understand the thematic elements of the film even better. And this segues into the third thing that I think Nocturnal Animals did very well, that even though we're looking at these members of society that we don't socialize with and that we don't have access to, the film focuses on the emotional side of the conflict. So even though their physical circumstances aren't something that we relate to them very much as human beings. The characters were well written, the physical design of the set was beautiful. This film was just a great time to watch, and I enjoyed it a lot. Okay, now moving on to some of those things that you're probably not going to like about the Tom Ford film, or at least some of the areas that are going to polarize the audience. First off is nudity. I mean, come on, like, have you ever seen a Tom Ford ad? This film is filled with nudity. Almost every character, major or minor, you get a shot of them without their clothes on. And I guess on some sort of thinking level, as far as bearing their emotions and putting everything out there for the audience to see, this might be great, but there's a lot of awkward shots. Secondly, on the negative side, the plot of Nocturnal Animals is not bulletproof, and this is something a lot of films are susceptible to, but as I was watching it, I was not so engrossed in the film that I overlooked the small gaps. Like, there's definitely moments where you wonder, hey, what happened to that guy? Wasn't he in this scene just a second ago? Or that choice is something that's irrational, a logical person wouldn't make. And you catch a few of these that kind of derail the realism of the movie, but at the same time, it doesn't make you like the final result any less. And then thirdly, just as a consequence of the unorthodox structure of the film that I was talking about a little bit earlier, you definitely need to have a tolerance for ambiguity in this movie because neither story explicitly tells you everything you need to know about it. But the devil's in the details, and you definitely need to pay attention to the details in both the story of the book Nocturnal Animals as well as what's going on between the real-life, modern-day Jake Gyllenhaal, Amy Adams characters to understand what's going on. And then finally, I just got to put it out there, the film is absolutely right about them long stretches of road in West Texas. I mean, if you go out there, you can go 50 miles on the road without seeing a gas station or a car or a police officer or a bird or whatever. Like, you can go for miles of nothing. So if you see Nocturnal Animals, you better not be planning a road trip through West Texas anytime soon because you'll be scared. I had a lot of fun watching Nocturnal Animals, and if you enjoy both drama as well as suspense and thriller movies, you'll probably really enjoy it too. This was kind of a highbrow movie to watch, but hey, I like the intellectualism of it, I like the thinking aspect, and this is definitely a thumbs up for me to Tom Ford. He did great on this movie. If you're out this weekend, you get to see Nocturnal Animals, or if you've already seen it, go ahead and hit me with a comment below. Let me know what you thought about it. If you enjoyed my review, as usual, hit that thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you get notifications about my other video reviews. And that's all I got for now. I will see y'all later. Bye, y'all.